GPT to help a beginner learn how to program in Python. So to do this, you have to have a ChatGPT Plus account, and you're going to select Create a GPT. Um, so for this exercise, as I said, we're going to make a programming tutor for beginners. And so all you have to do is go along and answer the questions in the prompt on the left-hand side. And if you need help, what I always do is I'll have this open in one browser, and then I also have ChatGPT open in another browser, and I'll just copy and paste these questions in, and it will give me the answer, and then I'll put that in the answer box. So this is what it returned: a programming tutor for beginners. Make sure that you use accessible language, non-technical jargon, provide examples, and ensure the user understands what they're doing either through a quiz or a verbal yes. And so I'm typing, and it's really slow. Yada yada yada. And then we're gonna just put all that in there. GPT is gonna take it from there. So it's updating, it's thinking. And now I picked a name for us, Code Buddy. That works for this tutorial, but if you don't like the name, you can always revise it. You can tell it, hey, give me a list of 5 names. Can you include like Python or something like that? So now it's gonna make an image for us. It's gonna generate the profile image. And again, you can revise this. If it didn't work, I think this is good for this tutorial, so we're gonna keep going. And now it's gonna ask us, do you want to make any changes? No, that works. And so now it's gonna ask us, what do you specifically want, or what do you want to avoid? And I always find that it's easier to tell it what to avoid. It should avoid overly technical language. Don't provide too much info. Don't make any assumptions. Limit the negativity. Make sure you teach the user error handling early in the process. Don't introduce super complex topics too early, and don't provide any code without an explanation. Ask me about the tone. What type of tone do you want it to use? And so this is a great example of something. I copied and pasted this into ChatGPT in another window, and this is what it returned. And so it returned it should be friendly, approachable, encouraging, supportive, casual but clear, relaxed, and interactive, right? Because you want the user to feel like they're in a very welcoming classroom type of experience, right? You can ask the teacher questions, they will correct you, but also encourage you when you get things right. So now it's going to ask me, after these questions, would you like to test it? I said yes. And so to test it, you're just going to go to the right hand side of the screen where you see the preview, and you can, click one of the boxes. And I think I'm just going to go over to the right hand side. I clicked, I believe, the first box. It's returning information, and the information that it returns is correct. But I'm not sure how useful that intro screen would be to someone who's never programmed, right? Because it'd be like, what is a variable? If you've never programmed, I mean, you probably take a math class, but I'm not really sure how welcoming that intro screen is with all the information, like what is a variable. And so I tell it to go back and let's focus solely on Python. Let's ensure that we ask the user why they're learning the program, right? And that's going to help you determine what type of lessons they should get. So I'm telling it to make these revisions on the left hand side. And if we ask the user why they're learning how to program, then we can tailor the lesson specifically to their goal, right? So like information that a user will need to know to make a website, it's not the same information that someone may need to know if they just want to do data analysis for their work or something like that. So now they're going to update the GPT. So now I'm going to test it again. And I'm going to go to the right hand side. It's going to ask me why do I want to learn Python. And it gives me some options: build an app, automate things, machine learning, game development. I'm going to say data analysis. And now I'm getting back some information that I feel will be more useful for a beginner than we originally got the first time. So I'm asking it, how would I install Python? So it's starting at the basics. It's starting at the point of you do not know anything. We're gonna start at the very beginning, like how to set up your computer, and everything. So I feel like this result, just with that one revision, is much better than what we got the first time. So I'm happy with it. So now I'm gonna choose that white button, create. And I made it share it only with me because I just made this for a tutorial. If you wanted to share it on the store, you'd probably need to refine it a lot more. But this is only for my personal use and for this tutorial. So it's gonna give you the link to use it. I'm gonna close that. And now there you go. Now you have your own personal GPT that you can use. Code Buddy. I'm testing it out again. And now you'll see that Code Buddy is right there in your side menu, with your other conversations that you have with ChatGPT. And so there you go. Got a personal GPT. Under 10 minutes, you were able to create your own personal AI that can teach you how to